Hello, this is the penultimate, if not final video before the end of the Ghosts of Gaia 2 Kickstarter. I'm just going to recap on what we've got going on now and just to go through those pledge levels again because I managed to make it a little bit confusing. So there's some new graphics on the website and I will talk through them right now. So to start off, all the pledges that have something physically delivered will receive free badges. This is all the artwork that we've unlocked and we've unlocked them all. So that's, what have we got? Me, Martin Whitmore, Danny Abram, Lauren Westwood, Doodle Cats Beth Wilson, Mustafa Bakir, and Piggy Parodies. That's 7 badges you get for free. So even if you just get one figure, you get 7 badges for free. That's a bit nuts. Even if you pledge £1, but then later on in the pledge manager, or even now, you've pledged extra because you just want one figure or there's something else that you want to add, as long as you get anything physically delivered, you'll get all those badges as well. How cool is that? The reason for rewording some of the pledges, not to take anything away, so don't think, oh no, I've pledged for something, now it's just going to rip me off. It's actually to add things, because you can't go back and edit it once somebody's pledged for it. And it's been 2 weeks, so loads of stuff has happened, new sculpts have appeared, and I originally worded it to stop people taking advantage of things, but now as we've gone along, I'd actually like to open it up and let you pick, have more of a choice out of the entire campaign rather than be limited with some of the pledges to the earlier things. So I'll go into that in a moment. So level 1, spare change gov, just gone over that, but yeah, basically you put £1 in, or more than £1. It could be if you just want to support it and you don't want any figures. That's amazing, and that's amazing. Thank you. But if you do want some figures, or you change your mind later on, you will get access. You'll get a message inviting you into the pledge manager, and there you can pledge for any of the normal pledges, any items, any add-ons. Maybe you just want a couple of badges. You can go and use that. As I just said, if you do get anything physical, then you can get free badges as well. So even if you pick one figure, you get all 7 badges. Level 2, Scavenger. This was originally just any of the 13 First Ladies, but I've sort of opened that up now to basically anything that's got an RRP of a £5 on it. So you can have any of the First Ladies, Squeepiosa, whose RRP is £6, you can choose her. Any pack of Gunny Bunnies, the Suspicious Ghosts, which are the little animals dressed up as Ghosts of Gaia, which you are all going to go nuts for when you see them. My little sketches are not even going close to how cool it'll be. And any of the later aliens. I'll talk about the later aliens in a bit. But yeah, basically anything that's around a £5 and on that list, you can choose that. And again, go in the pledge manager afterwards if you want to add more. Thank you. Level 3, keep the dream alive. This is basically the same, any of those figures, you get 5 of them. You can also include Stitches and Rags, which is the medic and her assistant, and the 2 beastler handlers with a wrench mouth. So it's per figure, basically count it per figure. So Stitches and Rags counts of 2 of your choice, and the beast handlers and wrench mouth count as 3. You're allowed any duplicates, so say you want 2 of one, maybe you want 5 of Crow because you really like her. That's fine. Again, read the small print, it's all good. You get all the badges and you can go in the pledge manager after. Level 4, Vagabonds. This one is, again, it's just another upgrade of this, but you get 13 figures. So again, you just go, well, I want all 13 of the first ones. If you want 10 of the first ones and the beast handlers and the wrench mouth, that's fine. These are all the humanoid figures, basically. And that's pretty sweet. So again, you can pledge the 45 for Vagabonds, but if you want some extra figures, just add that on and we'll sort it out later in that pledge manager. And you get all the badges. Woo! Level 5, Fluffers, please. This is all the Fluffers that are locked in here. And it's everything, and it also includes the Fluffers from the previous campaign. So you get everything that you need for your 2-player game of Gunny Pets. Gunny Pets is a working title. I don't know if it's going to be called Gunny Pets, but I kind of like that for now. So you get your full colour rulebook. I cannot say how big it's going to be yet because it's not been written yet, but it's going to be A5, full colour, high quality. It's not just going to be a crappy printout, but it's not also going to be a massive hardback gold spine book either. You get that, you get the PDF version. You get 4 dice, so 2 piggy dice and 2 bunny dice. They'll have a little symbol on the 6. Will just be standard D6, but they look kind of cool. You get, I'm looking on my little list there, you get your bunny copter bomber, also called the Bommy. So that's the big bunny, big resin bunny with the. You get the 2 suspicious ghosts, again the pile of pigs and the pile of bunnies with trench coats on, that will be goddamn amazing. The heavy support bunnies and pigs, which you will be seeing very soon, well at least the start of very soon. But they're the tanks. They're the tanks basically, with about three animals in each side. Bit like massive orc trucks crossed with micro machines. You get the fast attack bunnies and pigs. That's 6 models. Again, they're all like little dodgem size. So it's a single fluffer in each one. What's happening? They will also have some sort of different weapon on the front, so it's 3 aside. You get all the gunny pigs and the cappy cannon from the previous campaign, and you get the gunny bunnies A and B, and that'll be in a nice little set there, and you can start playing straight away with that, and it's beautiful. I can't wait. That is exciting. Yes, and small printer, yep, you can get onto the pledge manager and add extra stuff. So if you want all the fluffers, but you also want a load of ghosts, you could also just pledge for that and then pick up another pledge level, or just add, say, 20 quid if you want a few more figures in there. It's all up to you. It's cool. Pledge level 6. No fluffers, please. I'm British. This one is for these people that go, what is this fluffer ridiculousness? I pledged for these goddamn lady figures. I don't know what's going on here. I don't like them. I don't want them. That's fine. This pledge is already gaining some popularity. You get the first 13 Ghost of Gaia figures as before. You can switch them around. You can have 13 of one if you want. You can have 1 of each. You can have 2 of that one, 3 of that one. That's cool. They're all going on separate molds, so it makes no difference to me. Rags and Stitches, the medic and assistant. Remember, she's not a medic's assistant, she's a robo tech medic, so that's why she's got a big chainsaw and she's got all these robo arms on the back. Oh, she's amazing. You also get the 2 beast handlers and the wrench mouth. You get Paddy, the big ogre. She will almost certainly be having a separate hand option as well. I need to discuss that with the sculptor, but she's currently got a club. I believe by the time the pledge manager comes around, she'll also have some massive, ridiculous gun hand option as well. We have the bitch cyborg, she'll be finished very shortly as well by Tim Prowse. Keep an eye on the updates for her. She's 40mm, and she's going to be fantastic. And we also get the 2 junkyard kids, who are small and teeny and adorable and armed. So yeah, all the humans basically. As well as this is where I will introduce the bonus alien. So basically, we've got a few aliens that might get ready in time. So as an incentive to get you onto a couple of these pledge levels, this is one. There's 2 pledge levels that include it. This is one. However many we get made between now and Wednesday, and maybe a couple days later, depending on what happens with my sculptor, they will be added for free to the pledge. So we've currently definitely got 1. I'm reckoning 1 or 2 is the most likely. If we go full speed and my sculptor gets a massive inspiration on, then that'll be free as well. I'll probably leave that till the end of the week. So if there's free by the end of the week, then you will get free. And of course, anyone that pledges otherwise can add the aliens on as normal. The aliens is a bit vague, but you will find out. There's a sneak peek of one of them, and the face is fantastic. So they're going to be brilliant models, and they will get added in. So that's an incentive if you want everything humanoid, basically. Squeepiosa is not included in this because I thought maybe you non-fluffer fans won't want her, but you can always add her on in the pledge manager. Level 7, the super badass everything. Please note, this isn't everything. This is me being rubbish. It was at one point everything from the campaign, hence the name. And then we got carried away and added all these sculpts. And I wasn't able, I feel a bit stingy, but I'm not stingy, it's just proper business sense. I wasn't able to just say, hey, these next 8 figures or whatever, you can have them for free in Super Badass Everything, because that would be my downfall. So that's why there is Super Badass Everything Plus, which is all those things, which we'll get to in a moment. But the Super Badass Everything is still a good deal. It's still a lot of stuff. I just really wanted to make it clear in case anyone pledged that, and then when it arrived, went, well, where are all these figures? So have a look. So this one, you get the 13 figures, again, however many of those 13 are mixed up, blah, blah, blah. The Gunny Bunnies, the first pack of Gunny Bunnies, or actually, there's 2 unlocked, so you can have either pack of Gunny Bunnies. The Beasts, the Wrench Mouth and Handlers, the Junkyard Kid, the Bommy, Paddy the Ogre, Rags and Stitches, Squeepiosa, the rulebook, printed rulebook, and the PDF, and a sheet of temporary tattoos from the unlocked artwork. Look at that, that's amazing. Again, access to the pledge manager, all the badges. So this is a really good one. For all these pledges, I recommend looking at the images that I've just put up, because rather than blah, 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 you can actually get a visual idea of what you get. Level 8. This one is the one I'm trying to push on everyone and go, come on, we can do it. This is everything. This is everything, every figure in the campaign, all the merch and stuff. But this is a super good one. You get a really good saving on if you were to buy all the things either separately or at retail. That bonus, the bonus 1 to 3 aliens, that's included. Our list, I'll run through it all, but you get everything. So you get the 13 First Ghosts of Gaia, the rule book, the PDF book, the dice, the Beast Handlers, the Junkyard Kids, the Ogre, Squeepiosa, Rags and Stitches, 2 packs of Gunny Bunnies, the Bunny Copter, the Bitch Cyborg, 2 Suspicious Ghosts, 2 packs of Fast Attack, 2 packs of Heavy Support, and the tattoos! The tattoos are going to be cool. So you get all of that. That's all the stuff. There's another thing that I might throw into that pledge for free as well, if that becomes a thing. There's all sorts of vagueness because I don't want to whip the sculptors to death, but there could be something else as well as the aliens that get added into that. So that's my favourite level, and that's the one I'd love if you could afford to jump into that one, especially if you're on Super Badass Everything. If you can sell a kidney, well, you know, to sell a kidney, just don't go to the pub for a few nights, or don't go to Nando's, and get Super Badass Everything and plus, and that will be the best one. I missed out 2 pledge levels, but that's because they've already been taken. So basically there are 2 where you can name a figure and you get a painted figure and other stuff, but they've gone. Haha, they went pretty early, so there's no point me rambling through those. One that I have also missed is the baggy a month. I was about to say baggy a day then, that would destroy me. That one, you get your personalised baggy a month. It's not just me scrolling on a napkin. I'm not a bad artist, you know. I do all the baggy artwork, apart from some of the recent stuff that Martin Whitmore's put me to shame with. But it can be anything that you want, within reason, of baggy getting up to shenanigans, and I'll colour them in, and they're original art. I know it sounds silly, but maybe it's not silly. 2 people have already gone for it. There's a couple of them left. If you're interested in that sort of thing, you can use it on your own. You put it on a t-shirt or something. But yeah, your own personalised. That's included in the postage as well. So you get 12 pictures of baggy with your favourite fandom, with your family, your pet, whatever. If you're a fan of baggy, you can afford it. It's one of those things where I feel like there's no point trying to convince people who don't know who Baggy is, because they're not going to go for it. But I know he's got some super fans, so that was the point in that one. So cheers for those people that have already backed that. Pledge level something. I've lost count. Give my pet a boomstick. So this one, we've had 1 claimant. There's a couple left. Again, if you want to, go get it. It's absolutely fun as heck. I've charged it as less than it needs to be, just because I really want someone to get it. So you get your pet or any animal that you want. Again, this is all in reason, so you cannot get a ginormous elephant with a panzer on its back, but maybe you could get a small elephant with a cannon on its back. You can just chat to me. If you did want something that was a bit crazy, we can just add a bit extra onto it or something, or we can see if there's a way of making it work. But yeah, you get to add a gunny pet. Also, what I didn't put in this is that, of course, whoever gets this pledge, you'll also have some rules to play with your pet in Gunny Pets, so that's pretty cute, isn't it? So you'll be working very closely with myself and my sculptors, and my painter to replicate your perfect pet or animal. It doesn't need to be a pet, it could be a crocodile. If you just really want to see a crocodile with lasers coming out of its eyes, who else offers you this sort of stuff, man? Right, so you will get 5 casts of the figure. You will also get a pro-painted version of the figure, so that'll either be Andrew Taylor, who's painted the campaign basically here, or John Morris, who's a very good painter of mine that's worked with me for a lot of different figures. You can see his work on my website. It's sort of whoever's free and whatever's your preference, I do not mind. Your name will also be credited in the book and on the eventual retail packaging, so I have coloured packaging with photos on everything, so you will be credited as the designer. And you get your pet as a little gun fluffer. How cool is that? That's ace. So yeah, there's still a chance if you wanted to add that on. Again, you get all your buttons and stuff, and if you wanted to do this, but also you wanted to go for Super Badass Everything Plus or whatever other figure pledge, you can add that on as well. So you're not losing anything by taking this. None of the pledge levels, hopefully, it'll make you go, I need to hang on to this, because you can just add another one on. Does that make any sense? The Ultimate Superfan is still there. There's been lots of interest in it, so I'm trying to kick you up the ass to go do it, because I think it'd be a really fun day, and I'm kind of looking forward to that. What I've done is I've removed the painted Annie figures, because I was going to paint one of everything unlocked, because that was adding quite a bit. So I've reduced it now just to 700, but you still get all the figures. So that's basically your Super Badass Everything, so that's your 150 you wipe straight off. And then you get all of the goodies, all of the tour. I'll do a separate video on this because it'll make this video longer. But there's a lot to be had out of that, and I'll make it your perfect day. So that's still up for grabs. Again, have another look at the wording, see if you can convince some friends to come. It really isn't that much, especially if you team it with a Cardiff trip. But again, that'll be a different video. Rubber Baggy, don't forget him. Who can forget him? He's a monster. Look at that. Wow, I've always wanted to punch him in the face. You can win him. Well, he's not winning, you earn him. But remember, by getting the most pledges that you can claim as your own. So the more of your mates, or even just people online that you've convinced to do it, you get them on board. By the time the campaign is over, it doesn't have to be immediately, but within a few days is kind of nice because I can get it sorted. Give me a list of the people that you've roped into this, and I'll get them to confirm, and whoever has roped the most people into the campaign gets a Rubber Baggy. I don't know if you can hear his weird "He'll come for you." Maybe you don't want him. No, he's pretty cool. And as you can see from the photos, he's already met loads of celebrities and he's been on that tour of Game Expo. So he's well travelled. So it'll be lovely. You could do with a little retirement home now in someone's living room. And he'd like that very much. We've got loads of merch added. I've got here, now that I've got a slightly better camera, that focuses, I can show you a close-up of the dice bag and the stitching there by Saddle Goose. They are super people, and the bag is lovely. There's also going to be the Gunny Bunny Gunny Bunny design, but they said that because there's so many different colour changes and it's quite more complicated than this, it's going to cost more, so I may up the price of that to £25. But it's there as an option. This one will be £20. I'm going to get beads on them as well, because I like a little beady bag. And if there's any suggestions for bags that you'd like to, just let me know. Same goes for the dice trays. I can't wait to see them. They're just little mouse mat fold up thingos. That's all for now on the merch, because again I'm now looking at the video thinking, oh, this video is really long and no one's going to be watching it again. The usual sort of thank you very, 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 very much. You're the best, and this campaign is going crazy good. I'm so impressed with it, impressed with all of you. I've got some new people, which is what Kickstarter's great. I've got some new customers, new people that are really getting excited into this, and it's always good to see new faces as well as those familiar faces that come through. We're on, at time of recording, we're on 14,500, which is insane. I love it. I've changed the tattoo thing. Oh yes, I didn't mention that. So at at £15,000, that tattoo's back on. So I'm getting this sleevo, or half sleeve, not going to full. Maybe the next Kickstarter. Hey, um, so I'm getting this half sleeve tattoo. It's not coming out of the funds. Do not worry. It's all being sorted. It's just a bit of fun. But you get tattoos as well. You don't get to come with me and have a real tattoo. But as well as those tattoo sheets of the artwork, you'll also get a tattoo sheet. Everyone who gets something delivered. So if you're getting badges, you're getting tattoos. You get a sheet of the tattoo design that Martin Whitmore will be doing, which will be on my arm. So it'll be a section, it'll be the baggy part of it, I think, and then I'll have it elaborated on and whacked on there. And then at show we can all match and look pretty cool, I think, the Bad Twitter gang. So I reckon we're going to do that. We've got 2.5 days now. Keep an eye out in these last few days. I've still got some stuff to scare you with. It's all these little bunny ends, fluffer things, the aliens, the robot. There's loads still to show you that my sculptors are. And I'm going, come on, it's on Wednesday. We're in it for Wednesday. So again, some of those little bunnies and things, just because there's a lot, might not be totally finished by Wednesday, but the sculptor's amazing, and he'll have it. It'll be ready a few days afterwards. I don't know what. I'm slightly freaking out about it because it's not ready in time, but millions of Kickstarters do this with sketches and things, so it's actually not that unusual or crazy. So yeah, you pledge now, look at the weird silhouette, but very shortly I'll be showing you what some of those silhouettes actually are, and hopefully if you look through my figures and you trust me, you know that they're going to be amazing, and you trust my sculptors. My sculptors are lovely, and they produce some amazing work. So it'll all be fine, it's all under control. It's been a crazy 2 weeks, but amazing 2 weeks, and I keep looking down there. Look at you. It's been amazing, and yes, rambling now. I am very tired, and I'm also not very well. That's why I'm being super excited to disguise from this. But I'll upload this, I'll continue spamming the internet. Please help me spam the internet. It takes forever. And yeah, Ghost of Gaia 2, we're all going to get a tattoo.